And here we are, the first video in the new classroom. It's not much to look at yet, and some of my border fell down, but that's what happens when you try and use duct tape for a bulletin board border. Anyway, that's a whole nother story, and I'll show you that when I do the room tour situation. But as I'm up here getting ready, it's on my mind to share with either new teachers or teachers in a new school, and this is even worthy if you've been to your school for a couple of years. A handful of things that you can make sure you do in your new school to start the year off right. I actually have a whole resource I'm gonna give you completely for free, a summer teacher to-do list that's gonna be linked in the description below. Grab that, tell your friends about it. But in this video, I wanna talk about 5 ways to kick your year off right so that it's awesome. Let's go. The first tip is use your excitement to your advantage. Well-meaning teachers are going to tell you, take the summer off, don't go too hard, take it a little bit easy on yourself. And I'm saying, if you're stoked to be at school and nobody else is here, and you're here on a Saturday all by yourself in the middle of the afternoon or at dinner time, then do it. It is worth it. You have the excitement right now. You're not going to run out of it. Use that excitement to your advantage and get stuff done. And also, being in school when no one else is here is awesome. So show up, turn up your tunes, and get to work. The other really important thing is to understand your school norms. The first year that I taught in Camden, New Jersey, I actually ended up getting to school really, really early in the morning because I thought I was allowed, and then the door was locked, and I ended up waiting outside for an hour before anybody showed up. Similarly, that year, I thought I could stay really late, and I thought there were still people in the building at 7:30 at night. There weren't, and I got locked in the building and had to call someone to get me out. Some things you might want to learn about your school, especially if you're here during off hours, is how early can you arrive? How late can you leave? Can you come in on the weekends? This school, I'm allowed to come in on the weekends, and I love it because nobody's here. Do you have a key? Where are the copy machines in the building? And not only where are the copy machines, where are the supplies for the copy machine? Where's the extra paper and where's the extra toner? Knowing the norms of your school are going to help you to just get in front of problems before the school year starts. Now, speaking of copiers, let's go check this out. Here is the copy machine. Right now, multiple weeks before school, there's not a soul in this room. The day before school starts or the first day of PD, it will be mobbed. This thing will be jamming. There'll be tons of people in here. You'll be running out of paper. It's going to be everyone rushing to make copies. Make your copies now. And as a side note, find out where your school keeps the copy paper and take one pack and put it in the bottom drawer of your teacher desk. Why? Because at some point this thing's gonna run out. At some point you will have told the students that they're gonna have a test or a quiz or a project or something you're doing tomorrow, an activity that's gonna be super fun. You can't wait to come to school, so make sure you come to school tomorrow. But then when you get there, there's no paper for the copy machine. You will have had an extra packet, which is 500 sheets that you can still use. This is the number one, if you take nothing else away. This is the tip. Hide paper in your classroom now.
Is that allowed?
It's not really stealing because you're just using it for the school. Know where you're going to be teaching. If you're teaching in multiple rooms, if you're a para, if you're teaching with other people and you're sharing a room, know exactly where you're teaching and when you're teaching. You're going to want to know before the first day if you need to go from room 103 on the first floor to room 403 on the 4th floor. In between class is very, very crowded. You get a false sense of how much time you have in the summer. So first know where you're gonna teach and then know the fastest way to get to the next room. At my old school in Philly, we had a secret staircase in the back. Well, it wasn't really a secret, but the cute students didn't know about it, and it was only for teachers so that we could get to class faster. So make sure you know before the start of the year what rooms that you're in and the quickest way to get from one to the other. And one of my last tips is to make sure that you make friends with the right people. Yeah, you want to know your principal and the assistant principal and the counselors and all those folks, and that is important. But knowing the janitor, the custodian, or the person that fixes things in your building now means that you're not just going to them when you have a problem. Find out where they are, introduce yourself, tell them what room that you're going to be in, and thank them so much for the work that they do in the school, making sure that you know the people that are in the front office. Those folks might just work for the principal, but sometimes I'm wondering if the principal works for them. They know everything. They know where the extra supplies are, where the paper is. They push your paperwork through. They are the heart and soul of your school. Make sure that you know them now and not just when you need them. Also knowing folks who are in charge of discipline. So if you have someone that's in charge of in-school suspension, someone that is their school dean, make the meetups now. Remember this, relationships before requests. It shows folks that you don't just need them because there's a problem. You need them because they're a part of the community that you want to be a part of as well. And the last thing, I don't think anyone talks about this enough. Plan your wardrobe. Y'all, don't dress like everyone else. Just because you see everybody else in there wearing khakis and a tie with a tucked in shirt or a blouse and you're like, yo, I haven't worn a blouse like in my whole life. Dress like you. Rachel Zoe had a really great quote that said, style is the way to say who you are without having to speak. So just like we want our classrooms to speak volumes about the kind of teacher that we are, about the kind of year our students are going to have, about the kind of person we are and how we feel about ourselves, you want your style to do the same thing. I never mentioned this video, but if you want to watch something hilarious, I did a lookbook video about 100 years ago. I'm going to link it right here. You can check that out. Don't forget the whole summer to-do list is in the description below. It's completely free. And if you need help with classroom management, we have our classroom management blueprint that's available on the website. That'll be linked in the description below as well. We're here just trying to help you get ready for the year, gang. If there's anything else we can do or any topics you want us to cover, leave a comment below. And that's it for this time, gang. Peace.